In case of conjunction, true and true is true. In all cases, it is false. So, T and F is F, T and T is T, F and F is F, F and T is also equal to F. As you know, biconditional means T and T is T, F and F is also T. In all other cases, true and false is false, false and true is also false. So if you get all the values as F and F, then it is called a contradiction. Since all the truth values in the last column are T, 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 therefore this is a tautology. Hello dear students, welcome to this session of basic mathematics class. I am Mr. Niranjan, faculty, Department of Mathematics, Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. So in my previous class, we have discussed regarding converse, inverse and contrapositive, as well as construction of truth table, and to verify whether the given compound proposition is a tautology, contradiction, or either tautology nor contradiction. So today in this session, I will take few more problems based on tautology, contradiction, and neither tautology nor contradiction. So these type of problems are very important for 5 marks. So you may expect one 5 marks question from this. So this is very important for 5 marks. Now let us go to the first problem. Verify whether the proposition is a contradiction or not. Now, what is given? P conjunction negation Q, conjunction negation P disjunction Q. What is given? P conjunction negation Q, again conjunction negation P disjunction Q. Write down first P. What is P, Q, then negation of Q. P conjunction negation Q, first part, call it as A, first part or equation 1. P conjunction negation Q. Again, let us write a negation of P, negation P, again negation P disjunction Q, negation P disjunction Q, call it as B, and conjunction for A and B conjunction, that is P conjunction negation Q, conjunction negation P disjunction Q. So if you get all the truth values as T, T, T in the end, it is tautology. All the truth values as F, 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 then it is called contradiction. If we get T, F, T, F, then it is called neither tautology nor a contradiction. Now this is the splitting. P, Q, negation Q, P conjunction negation Q, negation P disjunction Q, and A conjunction B, that is P conjunction negation Q, conjunction negation P disjunction Q. Now as you know, the truth values for P and Q are true, true, false, false. Here this is true, false, true, false. True, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Now negation of Q. Negation of Q means truth value for T is F, F it is T, again T is F, F it is T. So negation of T is F, negation of F is T, negation of T is F, negation of F is T. Just write the negation. Now write down the conjunction for these two. The conjunction for conjunction P conjunction negation Q. Conjunction means true and true is true. In all cases it is false. So true and false is false. Again true and true is true. Again false and false is also false. False and true is also false. So in case of conjunction, true and true is true. In all cases it is false. So T and F is F, T and T is T, F and F is F, F and T is also equal to F. Now write down the negation of P. Negation of P. For T it is F, for T it is F, for F it is T, for F it is T. So negation of P is F, F, T, T. Now just write down the disjunction for negation P and Q. So the disjunction for these two, negation P and Q. So you know in disjunction false and false is false. In all cases it is true. So disjunction of F and T is T. Again F and F is F, T and T is T, and T and F is also T. So in case of disjunction false and false is false. In all cases it is true. So negation of P and Q, that is F and T is equal to T, F and F is F, T and T is T, and again T and F is also equal to T. Now write down the conjunction. Conjunction for these two. Conjunction means true and true is true. In all cases it is false. So F and T is F. F and F is also F. True and true is true. True and true is true. So FFTT. What do you say? This is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. Suppose if all the truth values in the last column are F, then it is called a contradiction. Suppose if all the truth values are T, then it is called a tautology. Since it is FFTT, so therefore this is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. So this is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. So therefore, what is the conclusion? Therefore, the given proposition is, it is neither tautology nor contradiction. So therefore, this is not a contradiction. This is not a contradiction, neither tautology nor contradiction. So that means this is not a contradiction. What is to verify? Verify that this is contradiction or not. So this is not a contradiction. Not a contradiction. This is not a contradiction. That's it. Hope you followed. So if you do this much, definitely you will get 5 marks. Now move on to the next problem. Similar type problem. So check whether P biconditional to negation P disjunction Q is a tautology, contradiction, or neither tautology nor a contradiction. Say split P, Q, again negation of P, negation P disjunction Q, again biconditional for P biconditional to negation P disjunction Q. Now as you know the truth values for P, it is true, true, false, false. Again for Q it is alternative true, false, true, false. Right. Now negation of P is for true it is F, for true it is false, for false it is true, for false it is true. So T, F, TF, negation of P, for T it is F, for T it is F, for F, T, for FT. Now just write down the disjunction for negation P and Q. Disjunction means what? False and false is false. In all cases it is true. So F and T is T, F and F is F, T and T is T, T and F is also T. So disjunction, in case of disjunction, false and false is false. In all cases it is true. False and true is true, false and false is false, true and true is true, true and false is false. Now write down the biconditional for these two. The biconditional for P and this. So biconditional. What is biconditional statement? If both the statements are true or false, T and T is T, F and F is also true. True and true is true, false and false is also true. In other cases, true and false or false and true is false. So biconditional for these two. True and true is true. Right. True and false is false. Again, false and true is also false. False and true is also false. See? The biconditional for P and this. So true and true is true. True and false is false. False and true is false. False and false is also true. What do you say? So all the entries in the last column are neither T or F. So it contains both T and F. Therefore, this is neither tautology nor a contradiction. That means, therefore, the given compound proposition, it is not a contradiction. That means this is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. Neither tautology nor contradiction. This is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. Hope you followed. Now move on to the next problem. Similar type problem. Negation of P conjunction P disjunction Q biconditional to Q. Now just write down P, Q, P disjunction Q, negation P. Again first part, negation P conjunction P disjunction Q. Again the biconditional for this and Q. Bicondition of this and Q. Now what is the values of P, Q? As you know, P true, true, false, false. This is alternative true, false, true, false. Now write down the disjunction. Disjunction means false and false is false. In all cases it is true. True and true is true. True and false is also true. False and true is also true. False and false is false. So in case of disjunction, true and true is true. True and false is true. False and true is also true. False and false is false. Now, negation of P. Negation of P means for T it is F. For T it is F. For F it is T. For F it is T. Now, next. Negation of P conjunction P disjunction Q. So the conjunction for these two. The conjunction, negation of P conjunction P disjunction Q. In case of conjunction, true and true is true. In all cases, it is false. So false and true is false. False and true is also false. True and true is true. True and false is false. This is the disjunction. Sorry, conjunction. Conjunction of negation P conjunction P disjunction Q. Now write down the biconditional. Biconditional for negation P conjunction P disjunction Q and Q. The biconditional for these two. This and this. This and this. As you know, biconditional means T and T is T. F and F is also T. In all other cases, true and false is false. False and true is also false. So write down first this. So false and true is false. Again, false and false is true. True and true is also true. False and false is also true. So what you will get here? So the biconditional for these two, F and biconditional for F, this and Q. So false and true is false. False and false is true. True and true is also true. False and false is equal to true. So what do you say from this? See, since this contains T, T, T and F, so this is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. That means therefore this is therefore it's not a contradiction. This is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. So therefore this is neither tautology nor contradiction. This is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. That's it. Okay. So hope you follow. Now move on to the next problem. Yes, same. Negation of P conditional to negation Q. Disjunction negation P biconditional to Q. Same. P, Q, negation of Q. P conditional to negation Q. Negation of P, negation of this. P conditional to negation Q. Negation of this. And again negation P. Again negation of P biconditional to Q and A and B. That is nothing but A disjunction B. This is also an important problem. Now let us write the truth values for this. As you know, it is T, T, F, F. This is T, F, T, F. Now negation of Q. Negation of Q means negation of true is false, false is true, true is false, false is true. Okay, next up. The conditional statement for P and negation Q. The conditional for these two. Conditional true and false is false. In all cases, it is true. So, true and false is false. Again, true and true is true. False and false is also true. False and true is also equal to true. See here. The conditional for P and negation Q. True and false is false. True and true is true. False and false is also true. False and true is also true. Now, next part. The negation for this, the negation for this part. So negation of F is T, negation of T is F, negation of T is F, negation of T is F. So the negation for false is true, true is false, true is false, true is false. Now negation of P again. Just write down the negation for this. Negation of T is F, T is F, F it is T, F it is T, F, F, T, T. Now, the biconditional for negation P and Q, the biconditional for these two. In case of biconditional, true and true is true, false and false is also true. In other cases, it is false. So, negation of false and true is false. Again, false and false is equal to true. Again, true and true is also equal to true. Again, true and false is equal to false. So, the biconditional for these two, negation P and Q. False and true is equal to false. False and false is equal to true. True and true is equal to true. True and false is equal to false. Write down the disjunction for these two. The disjunction for A and B. That is negation P conditional to negation Q. disjunction, negation P biconditional to Q. So if you write the disjunction for this, so disjunction means false and false is false. In other cases, it is true. So true and false is true. False and true is also true. False and true is also true. False and false is equal to false. So you will get TTF. So disjunction, true and false is true. False and true is true. False and true is also true. False and false is equal to false. This is how we are going to get the. So here, therefore, from this we can say that it is also, therefore, it is not a contradiction. So therefore, what do you say? This is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. Therefore, it is not a tautology nor contradiction. This is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. Hope you followed. Right. Now move on to the next problem. So negation of P disjunction Q conditional to negation P conjunction negation Q. Verify whether this is a contradiction, tautology, or neither tautology nor a contradiction. So as usual, the truth values for, so let us divide P, Q, P disjunction Q, negation of P disjunction Q, negation P, negation Q, and the conjunction of negation P and Q. So negation P, conjunction negation Q, and the conditional statement for A and B. So that is negation P disjunction Q conditional to negation P conjunction negation Q. Now write down the truth values as usual. For P it is true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Okay. Now disjunction means false and false is false. In all cases it is true. True and true is true. False and true is also true. False and true is also true. So true and true is true. True and false is true. False and true is also true. False and false is false. Now just write down the negation for this. Negation of this. So negation of T is F. Negation of T is F. T is F. And F it is T. Okay. Now write down the negation for P. Negation of P. For true it is false. For true it is false. For false it is true. For false also true, 2. So for T and T, the negation is F and F. For F and F, it is T and T. Now, negation of Q. Negation of Q means for T it is F. Again for F it is T. For T it is F. And again it is for F it is T. Now, write down the conjunction for these two. Conjunction for negation P and negation Q. Conjunction means true and true is true. In all cases it is false. So false and false is false. False and true is also false. True and false is false. True and true is true. Conjunction means true and true is true. In other cases, it is false. Now, finally, write down the conditional statement. Now, write down the conditional statement for A and B. For these two conditional statement. So, negation of P disjunction Q conditional to negation P conjunction negation Q. Now, what is the conditional statement? True and false is false. In all cases, it is true. So, false and false is true. Again, false and false is also true. False and false is also true. True and true is also true. So, F and F is T. F and F is T. F and F is T. T and T is also equal to T. What do you say? So, observe carefully. All the truth values in the last column are T, 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 T. So, therefore, this is a tautology. So, therefore, it is a tautology. So, this is how we are going to verify the tautology. So, therefore, the given compound proposition is a tautology. So, if you get all the values as F and F, then it is called a contradiction. Since all the truth values in the last column are T, 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 therefore, this is a tautology. Hope you followed. Now, move on to the next problem. Now, this is also important. So, construct the truth table for the following proposition. Since there are three values, three statements, P, Q, and R. So, you know how to write the truth table for this. So, how many elements will get? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8 set of truth values will get. So, here, let us divide P, Q, R, then negation of R, Q conjunction negation R, Again, P disjunction Q conjunction negation R. P Q R negation of R, Q conjunction negation R. Again, P disjunction Q conjunction negation R. So how to write the truth table for this? Since it contains three simple proposition P, Q, R. So to write the truth table for this, we will have 8 set of truth values. So for P, let us take first 4 as true, 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 true. Remaining 4 are false, 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 false. So total 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So true, 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 false, 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 false. First 4 true, next 4 false. Second, Q for Q, first 2 are true, 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 false, false, true, true, false, false. Just take first 2 as T and T, next 2 as false or false. Again, next 2 true, true, then false and false. Whereas for R, alternative true, false, true, false. That's it. So for all, it is true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. This is how we are going to write the truth values for P, Q and R. Right. Now, write down negation of R. What is the negation of R? For T, it is F, T, F, T, F, T, F, T. So for false it is true, for true it is false, for false it is true, for true it is false, false true, for true it is false, for false it is true, for true it is false. Now the conjunction for Q and this, the conjunction for Q and negation R. Conjunction means true and true is true, in all cases it is false. So true and false is false. Again true and true is true. This is true. Next, false and false is false. False and true is also false. True and false is also false. Again true and true is true. Again false and false is false. Again false and true is also false. So the conjunction for these two, conjunction T and F is F, T and T is T, F and F is F, F and T is also F, T and F is also F, T and T is T, F and F is F, F and T is also F. Next, the last line, P disjunction Q conjunction or the disjunction between these two. That is P disjunction Q conjunction or. So, first column and last column. For this, we are going to write the disjunction. Disjunction means false and false is false. In all cases, it is true. False and false is false. So, true and false is true. Right. Again, true and true is also true. True and false is also true. Again, true and false is also true. False and false is false. Again, false and true is also true. False and false is false. Again, false and false is false. So, here this is F. That means, in case of disjunction, false and false is false. In other cases, it is true. So, true and false is true. True and true is true. True and false is also true. True and false is also true. False and false is false. Again, false and true is true. False and false is false. False and false is equal to false. So, all the truth values here are T, 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 F, T, F, F. So, therefore, what do you say? This is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. That's it. Okay. So, therefore, from this we can say, therefore, yes, it is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. So this is not a contradiction, not a tautology. This is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. That's it. So this is how we are going to construct the truth table for the given compound proposition based on the values of P, Q and R. Right. So that's all regarding today's session. Let us meet with a different set of problems in the next session. Thank you. Thank you very much.